Total Extreme Wrestling WWE 2011. We are going to get to the Elimination Chamber today, and that will mean the next time we come your way, which will be on the weekend, we should have Wrestlemania as well. So it's going to be a big week in terms of the streams. We're doing a bit of a random stream, I suppose, here on a Thursday morning for me. It's an early one, so I finally have got the ability to wake up at a reasonable time of day. Welcome everyone to the stream. Ross, good to see you. Future Harden. Tay Ford. Zombie, good to see you guys. So let's get into it. We've got to get through another week's worth of shows. We've got to get to week 3. We're currently in week 2 of February. So ECW, SmackDown, and then the full week's worth of Raw, SmackDown, ECW next week. So about 5 shows, then the Elimination Chamber, which we surely should be able to manage. Alright, so anything else to really look at? I don't really think there is any notable things to kind of check around at the moment. Our storylines, we've got 2 Elimination Chamber matches that are going to take place. We've got the ECW Chamber, and we have the Raw Chamber. So, at the moment, I feel like Homicide needs to be added into this. Is that right? I think so. Henry, we're missing someone. Matt Hardy, Henry, MVP, Kennedy, RVD, Bobby Roode. Yeah, that's right. So Bobby Roode needs to be added in. And we replaced RVD for Homicide, didn't we? Is that something we did? I feel like it was. Let's have a look. ECW. We had Homicide beats RVD. So yeah, Homicide's in the chamber instead of RVD. Okay, so that's all sorted out there. So one little mistake. So yeah, we've still got the ECW tag title storyline going on. We might do a rematch between the Dudleys and World's Greatest Tag Team. I'd say at WrestleMania, if it can make the card, we'll probably have a big Fatal 4-Way tag match or something like that for those championships. Gabriel and Homicide still going. We probably will wrap this up soon with Mick Foley now coming into the fold. We'll probably wrap that up soon. Raw Elimination Chamber's got Batista, Jericho, Ziggler, Cena, Rollins, and Triple H. Pretty good. Obviously, 2 middle guys of Rollins and Ziggler, but a chance for them to maybe get elevated a little bit throughout this feud. Let's hope. Elite, first time in a while I've been able to watch live. Welcome, man. Good to see you. I might actually just make a quick little change. Last stream we made it so to get on the screen with the bits was 5 bits. I might just drop that down to 3 because I think you only get 2 bits per ad, so I'll just make it a little bit easier for you guys without it being too spammy. Because I want to reward you guys for your dedication. Yeah, so there we go. Alright, so we'll change that. Other storylines we've got going on: Brothers Destruction, Edge and Christian. That'll wrap up probably at the Elimination Chamber when they have one more rematch with Sting getting himself involved again. I wanted to do Sting versus Kane. I don't know if we're going to be able to get that done before now. I mean, it could happen on SmackDown, but I feel like that should be a pay-per-view match. But we might not be able to squeeze that in just because we've still got this tag title thing going on. So, could you have a points tournament similar to TNA Bound for Glory in the series? Yeah, maybe. I'd like to do King of the Ring. If I'm going to do a tournament, I'd like to do a King of the Ring tournament. Thanks for the bits, Future Harden. A lot of first timers. Yeah, but it's just I'm streaming at a different time. Like I normally stream in your morning / afternoon. I'm streaming at night for once. So it's good to do a bit of variety and have some people that maybe miss out the streams get an opportunity to come in. And good to see some fresh faces as well. So let's get going. Let's move along. Let's start things off here. Let's book ECW. Nothing we really need to look at there. All good. So ECW. So we have the ECW Elimination Chamber match set in stone. So we obviously can have some of those guys interact this week and continue to build that on. So what we might do... did we already do this? It's possible. ECW... Oh, okay, I was going to do the exact same angle. So I was going to have everyone open up, all the 6 competitors. So we won't do that again. But let's do like a talk show angle with the champion, Kofi Kingston. Okay, we'll just customize it. So Kofi Kingston, who could be the host of it? RVD? Yeah, maybe. R-Truth? R-Truth's not in the chamber, is he? Or is he? No. It's a bit harsh. Maybe R-Truth should have been in it. Probably deserves to be in there, in my opinion. So, yeah, he's missed out. So what I might have is... RBM, thanks for the bits, man. Can we get Nakamura versus Tanahashi the pre-show? Why not the main show? Why don't we just get on the main show? They've only got one... Nakamura only has 1 appearance left, and Tanahashi only has 2. So the thing is, do you want to waste them on each other? Alright, so what we might do is have R-Truth interview Kofi Kingston and just kind of discuss his Elimination Chamber opponents and kind of figure out who he's, who he'd like to face, and, Kofi can cut a bit of a promo hyping himself up type of thing. So just to get Kofi on the show, make him appear, get him involved in something, and just kind of, actually, have him mention, I'll have him mention a couple of people, just... I can't be bothered putting them all in. I'll just have him mention a couple of people so it advances the storyline. So we'll just add Kofi into that. Advances that storyline. Have you platinum any more games since A Way Out and Burnout Paradise? I think A Way Out might be my most recent platinum. I don't think I have got another one since. I'll have a quick look for you. I feel like I haven't. No, I haven't. So I've been chipping away. I've been playing some NBA. I've been playing some UFC. Yeah, so I haven't a bit of Far Cry. So I haven't quite knuckled down and picked out a game to platinum yet. I'm really excited to get God of War. When does that come out? Tomorrow. So I'm really excited to get God of War. So it's a question of whether I get that straight away and just try and shoot for the platinum, which I might. Because I'm a pretty big God of War fan, so that might be the next game that I'll knuckle down and finish off. So we might give the Dudley boys a victory just to build them some momentum, and they can beat the Colognes. Although Carlito 63, Dudley's 62, so not too much of a drop. I'll have Primo take the pin anyways. Hopefully protects color. We'll give it a few minutes. Why not? It's a bit of time. And well, none of the Benjamin and that aren't really good on the mic, so we might have them just come out and attack them just to try and send a bit of a message before the pay-per-view, rather than have them try and cut a promo because we know they can't. Give Batista the belt back. Ooh. Big Dave get the belt back. Batista's been a little bit disappointing, to be fair. He hasn't quite had the run that we're hoping he would have. But I guess that's why he left for Hollywood this time, because he knew he was maybe slowing down a bit. I don't know. Daniel Bryan a match. We'll give Bobby Roode a match, and he can take on... Should he take on Elimination Chamber opponent? Take on Homicide? This should be a good contest, actually. Rude 67, Pop. Homicide, where is he at? So he's a little bit higher. I might actually give Bobby Roode the victory over Homicide. I'm going to give this some time. I think this could be a really good matchup. I'm going to give Roode the victory because it seems like Homicide's really gaining popularity very easily. And he's got a big feud coming up with Mankind. And he'll beat Mankind, so he's going to recover. Whereas Bobby Roode, he kind of needs this victory right now because I don't see how he's going to get to 70 popularity plus anytime soon. So no, we won't put the hardcore toll. What we might do is have Justin Gabriel interfere and screw over Homicide just to protect him a little bit. Carlito's stats are pretty bad in this one. Was he that bad? Can barely remember him in the ring. No, Carlito's pretty decent in the ring. I wouldn't say he's, one of the best in the world, but he certainly could go. It wasn't terrible. Another promo. I guess we'll have Gabriel just cut one on Homicide after what he just did. And what we might do is give R-Truth a match. And he can take on... Oh, this could be a main event, I suppose. Since he was kind of like talking up Kofi Kingston, maybe MVP takes offense and wants to get himself involved there. We'll put Kofi on commentary. That could be the main event. I think that might be more of an 81 rated match. So is that strong enough for an ECW main event? Yeah, probably. I think that could work. Carlito needs to be separated from Primo. Yeah, well, we did get Epico. We are going to slowly introduce Epico, and hopefully we can separate the two soon. We don't have any more. We could have just Broken Matt cut a promo. Or maybe Mark Henry. He's going to delete the vessel of Mark Henry, however he would normally put it. The Henry of Mark. Something like that. We could probably squeeze one more quick match in here. I think we do have what's his name? Hornswoggle. So let's have him get beaten up again. I might have Rhino squash him this time. Let's give Rhino some popularity. See, we won't go for a burial. Let's see if this just helps a little bit with that. We need to do a storytelling match, so that's going to be the worst in the show, so we may as well do that. And we can squeeze in another little promo, but what we might do is a hype video. We actually need to create... Oh, hype 6-man video. There we go. So we'll hype up the chamber match just through a video. And who's the last guy? Homicide, Bobby Roode, MVP. And... Alright, so that should be fine there. Let's check out some of the chat. Stream just started, Kev. After WrestleMania, will HBK be occasional wrestler? So he can still do dream matches? Yeah, well, we'll transition him into that type of role. He won't officially retire, but we'll try and slow him down a little bit and just make him more of a special attraction, yeah. Henry and MVP should break up. I think they'll go their separate ways through the draft after WrestleMania. Legit Flair, welcome. You should try the Montreal Aftermath mod at some point. I have tried it, yeah. I've got a save on it. JB, what's up, man? Welcome. Have Kennedy squash Hornswoggle. Kennedy doesn't need the victory. He's well above Hornswoggle. How far is it until Elimination Chamber? We've got 5 shows to book. And after this, it'll be 4. Oh, we've made it Becky Bayless. I thought I changed that to... What the fuck? Did I not change that to R-Truth? Oh, well. Becky Bayless is like... I put R-Truth. Becky Bayless is like our resident interviewer, so it's not a big deal, but... I swear I put R-Truth in there. Maybe I wrote his name, but didn't change the person. Okay. Whatever. Dudley's versus the Colognes, 75. Carlito was good, 81. That's good. That's good. 81 for the attack. So that worked out better than obviously trying to force them to cut a promo because we all know they can't. Broken Matt, 88. Homicide and Bobby Roode was pretty good, 79. I'm happy with that. But they didn't seem to click. They had no chemistry. Still produced 79. That's pretty good. But I thought this would be a really good contest, but no chemistry. Interesting. Gabriel 75, so that worked out well. So the Gabriel and Homicide feud should be going pretty well, I think, at this point. Hornswoggle and Rhino still somehow managed 66. Rhino 84. They have great chemistry. How does Hornswoggle have chemistry with anyone is beyond me, but apparently he does. So that was actually a pretty good match. And then a hype video hyping up the 6-man chamber match. And Truth and MVP. We expected about 80-ish. That's what I got, 80 there. So MVP 90. Wow, MVP. Tell you what, it's pretty damn good. R-Truth 72. 81 overall. Great Bites, welcome. Matthew, welcome. And the words of R-Truth, my bad. That is for sure. That is for sure. So Park has officially joined NXT, so Neville will change his name at some point. Tommy End is getting a contract extension from WXW. Aleister Black, man, he's freaking awesome. Should we bring him in? He's 25. I guess it's a good time to bring him in. Star quality of 27. Ooh, it's a bit harsh. I could see that though. In 2009 this mod started? Yeah, I could say 27 too. He's pretty good. Is he improving still? He should be. No, not at a real rapid rate at all. Actually, he's not really improving much whatsoever. It's slightly in a couple of stats. Well, how many matches is he having? Hasn't had a single match all year. He's had 5 matches in total. Wow. I think you got to bring. He's not working. We need him to work. We need him to get better. So, yeah, all right. We'll give him a proper deal then. So we'll bring him in. Just simply because he's not working. We want him. We see him as a potential star for us down the line. But if he's not wrestling, he's not going to improve. So he's only 25. He should still be improving. Brian Kendrick gets another 6-month extension somehow. Get Will Ospreay before me, and you'll have issues. He should be in the game, is he? Will? No, he's not even in the game. He's like what, 15 or something at this point. Scratchy, welcome, man. Midnight in the UK. Yeah, I know. I didn't wake up that early. I woke up at like 8. I got out of bed at like 8 o'clock, so it's now 9 o'clock. So I'm not that kind to my UK fans. JB, thank you for the bits. Can't stay. It's midnight in the UK. Well, once again, JB, thank you for coming along, man. I really appreciate the bits and appreciate you coming along to all the streams as always. That's why he is a mod, because he is a freaking legend. So Homicide, the Bobby Roode beating Homicide rather, bumped into about 69 popularity. So it's about a 1 to 2 popularity bump, which is really solid. Homicide, though, he actually did go down pretty significantly. Looks like he dropped, I think he was about 67, 68 in his lowest regions. That's now 65. Yeah. So, yeah, a 1 to 2 drop there as well. Nothing as bad as I thought, to be fair. So that's okay. A slight little drop down. We expected that, and that's okay. With a feud with Mankind coming up, that'll be okay. He should be able to recover pretty well from there. And Rhino, 56 popularity. What was he before that? He was sitting at 55, so he's bumped up an extra point from the beating that he gave to Hornswoggle, who only has 58 popularity himself, considering he was at... I feel like he was at 70 when this mod started. 75 maybe. Like, he was very high. We've done a great job at burying him as much as we can. 9 people have beaten him. So, we've done our best. We've done our best to drop him down as much as we possibly can. So, yeah. Who's been your favourite wrestler to book in this series? Maybe CM Punk. CM Punk's has had a fun rise to the top. But John Morrison has been really fun too. Yeah, so some of those guys. But to be fair, I think Seth Rollins has been a lot of fun too. With the storyline we have with Batista, I think that's been my favourite storyline so far, the Batista and Rollins feud. So there's been some good ones. I've enjoyed getting Rollins from nothing to 70 plus, Chris Masters from 55 to 70. That's been really fun. So I've enjoyed those types of situations where I can, drag a guy from obscurity to the top, which has been always. That's fun. I love doing that. So it doesn't happen very often. So if you can do it, it's pretty cool. What's Low-Key doing now? We're kind of in limbo because there's not a lot really happening. Colt Cabana's contract's up. Well, he's on the main roster now, so I guess we better keep him around. Is he still in a feud with Masters? Yeah, apparently. So he's had 2 matches on Raw. 4 matches on Raw. So he's in NXT for a bit. I don't think he got that long of a deal. Maybe 6 months, maybe. So I'll keep him around. I'll give him another 6-month extension. See how he goes. He wants a bit more money. Damn, Colt. And WXW trying to keep Tommy End. Come on, guys. Like, you're offering him a pay per appearance deal, $1,000 per appearance. I'm giving him a written deal with the WWE. Just come on. Just don't even bother. Why would you even try? Ryback, we're keeping him. So, I guess that's a promotion to the main roster, maybe? No, I'm going to put him back down. It's simply because we've got this Ryback and Mason Ryan tag team. I want to kind of bring them up together. I feel like them as a tag team would be decent and a decent way to bring them in and kind of get them some momentum building from the get-go rather than trying to push them both as singles. I think joining them together as a team could work pretty well. So, although they're not working a hell of a lot of... yeah, they haven't had a hell of a lot of tag team matches. Not in the last few months anyways. So let's hope they start doing that. Yeah, so we'll wait until Mason Ryan is more ready. And when is he ready? I mean, he's got one more that he can drastically improve. He's got some room for improvement rather in one area. In 12 other areas, he's basically peaked. So he's nearly finished his developmental run, rather. Raven, thank you for the bits, man. And no problem. I'll try and do more midweek streams. I've been going to bed at a reasonable time, so if I can keep this up, I probably really won't. But if I possibly could, then I could stream more at this period of time, nearly every night, really. The head booker position of NXT is now available. What's going on down there? We need a head booker. Who left? Who the hell left? That's interesting. Who should book NXT? Ted DiBiase Sr. might be an option. Can good angles give workers some pop? Absolutely. 24-hour stream, you won't do it? Scared? Yeah, I am scared of that, yeah. Alright, let's try and get a few people out of here that I don't really see as Booker. Rikishi? I must have been Dusty Rhodes or someone, but Ricky Steamboat could do it. He's already in NXT now. Where Tom Pritchard? He's in NXT too. You want someone who's got high respect and high reputation, as well as pretty good business skills. So Ricky Steamboat is pretty decent. So I might probably go Steamboat. There's no one else there that really interests me in doing that. And Steamboat's already there, so we'll put him there. Alright. You're late. What have you missed? You've only missed one show. We did ECW show, 81 rated. Alright, so let's do SmackDown. Dusty Rhodes moves on. Yeah, that's right. What? Didn't I re-sign him? Did I miss that? Like, what? Okay. I swear I would have re-signed him. Maybe I didn't have the choice to re-sign him. Alright, well, I'll add him to my shortlist so I don't miss out next time. I guess that reminds me I should probably go here and add everyone here to the shortlist. Alright, let's advance. Alright. Push Ziggler. Well, he's in the Elimination Chamber match, so he's getting a push. Get Richie Steamboat. Richie Steamboat, we are very much so looking to get in very soon. The Rock and Jimmy Wang Yang have really bonded backstage, having discovered a shared love of horse racing. So, Jimmy Wang Yang puts his entire $2,000 monthly salary on horses, I suppose, whereas The Rock's putting his millions and millions on horses, maybe. How much is Jimmy Wang Yang on? Oh, he's nearly on $7,000 a month. That's pretty good. Jimmy Wang Yang rolling in the big bucks. I'm surprised I haven't fired him yet. His partner Yoshitatsu's on $9K. Nice. Alright, SmackDown. So, we've got SmackDown. What are we going to do? Okay, yeah, never mind. Alright, so I was just trying to look at what I had done. Alright, so we had Sting attack Kane and the Kings of Wrestling, but he didn't hit the Undertaker and they stood down. So I guess this would be a good time to do Sting and Kane this week, since he attacked him last week. So we could do that this week. We had Morrison call out Lesnar, but Randy Orton RKO'd him instead. That was last week as well. Okay. So, should we have Lesnar show up this week? No, probably not. Maybe. Lesnar could cut another promo. I mean, I'd like to see Lesnar, like, since Paul Heyman is in control of Lesnar. Well, not controlling, but he's his manager. I'd like to have Lesnar show up on ECW a lot to cut a lot of his promos, because that's kind of like, that can be like his home territory type of thing. Because we're going to have Lesnar as a free agent, so he can go from brand to brand to brand wherever he wants to go. So Lesnar be that outlaw type of character that can just go wherever the hell he wants. So I think we might go with that. So I might have maybe Kane, Undertaker. They can call out Sting, but instead they get Edge and Christian. So, Brothers of Destruction call out Sting. Edge and Christian appear instead, and just taunt them back, you know. Just hype up their match at the pay-per-view. Would the game strip Lesnar if he went to fight MMA? No, it's up to you to strip him. You can keep the belt on him if you want, which would be a bad idea, or you can strip him. So, last week, I feel like we did something with Zach and Cody. So we had Legacy. Oh, we did the tag match. Okay, I was going to do the tag match. Oh, no, that was Ryder and Hawkins. So we can do Zach and Drew team up to take on Ted and Cody. So instead of Kurt Hawkins, it could be Zack Ryder. Should Drew beat Ted, maybe? It's a bit of a risk. Let's have a look. Elite, thank you for the bits, man. So Ted has a bit more pop, so it would elevate Drew a little bit, but sacrifice Ted just a touch. But we'll go with it. With Samoa Joe turning heel. I know I'm kind of booking him as a heel right now. I'm kind of wishing I didn't make him a face, but I did, so I have to kind of go with it. Speaking of Joe, I'll give him a promo. Cena and Ray should tag against Edge and Christian. It's a very babyface team, isn't it? Mickey James can beat someone. Mickey James. Wow, we don't have a lot of heel women. We've got, what, 4? Okay. Real Toxic, thanks for the bits. I was wondering on your opinion of wrestlers who use backstage politics to get ahead, like Michaels and Triple H did back in the day, and especially Hogan. It's all part of the game, man. Like, wrestling is all about politicking. Look at Cena, for example. He's another guy who's been rumored, probably Randy Orton too. It's all part of the game, you know. It's all, you know, at the end of the day, it's about, you know, someone decides whether you win or lose or not. So you have to try and convince them in a way. If you can convince them that you're more valuable than the other guy, then you'll get the win. You get the push. And I guess some people are good at it, some people are not good at it. Not everyone has it in them as well to be good at it too. Like, some people don't have the personality or the desire to be like that. So Mickey James could beat Maurice, and then Kaylee can just cut it. You know, she's already talked about Mickey James in commentary, so then she can finish it off by talking about Karma as well. We actually make the scene to take a match happen at Mania, unlike WWE. I haven't got it in the plans at the moment. Cena deserves a match at Mania. I know. But who do we have him face? How's your day / night been? Well, I've been awake for an hour, so it's been good enough. What am I looking at? Let's have a matchup. Just trying to look at some things. Joe. Might give Joe a squash victory. And I'll have him dominate Eric Escobar. Well, he's done it once already. He can do it again. Alright, so I'll have Kane and The Undertaker cut a promo on Sting. And this could be pretty bad, actually, this main event. Now that I'm thinking about it, this might not go so well. But Sting versus Kane. We'll make it 18 minutes just to be safe. Sting can win, and we'll do it because of Edge and Christian. You know, they get themselves involved again. Now I'm thinking about it as well. I had Kevin Nash save Joe last week, so I might need to change that. So let's do Nash and Joe. Kevin, Samoa Joe. Cut one on the Big Show and Ray. And maybe have them squash a team. So Kevin Nash gets an opportunity, and that way, if they just squash a team, it kind of puts them over and sets up for the match against Big Show and whatever, and Ray. I'll let Nash get the win as well, just to put him over. And make that storytelling. Is that done for the week? So, and then we could have Silky, thank you very much, man, for the 100 bits. Great to see you back on. I already did a Brothers of Destruction promo. Yeah, well, they called out Sting, and then they got Edge and Christian, so they didn't really cut a promo. They did a call out. They said, Sting, get the hell out of here. Get the hell out here. Let's do it right now, type of thing. And now that the match got announced, so they can, cut the proper promo, I suppose. Just trying to think of an ending. Maybe a 3-on-2 attack. So let's have Sting, Edge, Christian, beat down Kane and the Undertaker. It's Kane selling. No, terrible. Alright, so Sting and beat down the Brothers of Destruction. So it works out pretty well for them. And we can cut a minute off that. And cut a minute off that. Alright, so that's good. Yeah, Silky's back to claim his throne, absolutely. Cena vs Ziggler. It's an option, yeah. Should call up Ambrose and Reigns. Ambrose is injured, I think. It's Reaver. Welcome, man. Are you going to do anything for the world title on the show? Oh, shit, I haven't done that? Ooh. So what I might do... should I maybe do like... I don't know why my bits thing isn't updating it. I'm so annoyed at that. Like, this doesn't update. So what I might do is kind of like Teddy Long announcing a face-to-face between Morrison and Randy next week. So we don't have time this week, so we might do Teddy Long announces a face-to-face next week between Orton and Morrison. So that allows us to focus on other storylines this week, but that way we have something set in stone for next week. So we've got that locked in there. Hugo, welcome, man. What pay-per-views after the Elimination Chamber? WrestleMania. Who's going over at Mania? Michaels or Triple H? Triple H. MJ Meister, welcome, man. Or is it MIJ? Midge Meister? I don't know. I'm going to call you MJ Master because that I can barely see it. Alright, so let's open that. Let's do something in the pre-show, I suppose. We've got a lot of faces, wow. Okay. So, let's give Shad a match against, I don't know, Cassius Ono. What's his pop again? 53? Yeah. Pre-show doesn't, so it doesn't really count. 72. Wow. Okay. Not bad. All right, 100 for the opener, where Brothers of Destruction call out Sting, but instead they had Edge and Christian, who taunted them. Kind of talked up the fact that they're going to win at the next pay-per-view. Zack and Drew versus Legacy was good. 82. Drew 79. Zack 72. Cody 91. And Ted 85. Wow. Nice. It's Riva. You're new to the channel. Your friend. Show me your channel. Thank you, man. Welcome. Any plans for The Miz? Miz is in the US title situation at the moment. Nash and Joe, no surprise their problem was pretty good. 90. Kevin Nash struggled a little bit though. 78 for Mickey and Maurice. That's good. That's a good match. Maurice 75. I mean, we've got to start using her a little bit better. I need to kind of switch up the women's roster and just kind of really switch it up and place everyone differently, because there's a lot of women right now that I want to use, but there's just other people ahead of them, so we kind of need to sort out the women a bit and strategically place them so we can start to push some other girls into a better spot. AK Maurice, she definitely deserves being probably champion. Kate Lee 82, Nash and Joe versus Wang Yang and Tatsu. Nash and Joe have great chemistry when teaming together. Wow, am I a genius sometimes? Jeez. Brilliant. Joe 91, Nash 68, so Nash was kind of shit, let's be honest, but he did what he... Joe can carry him at least. Tatsu 53, Wang Yang 52, 73 overall. 87, oh my god, did I... Fuck. I accidentally moved that down. How did that happen though? That should have... I must have accidentally moved it down instead of something else. Alright, I fucked it up. Kane Sting, 77, whatever. What the heck? What have I done? Ugh. Idiot. How did I swear I don't remember doing that. Okay, whatever. Tamina's contract... I'll give her another deal. Oh, God. She's totally not 23, by the way. There's no way. I think she's like 40 now. She won't sign a developmental deal. That's really annoying. A lot of truth moments. Yeah, it's because it's too early. I don't function in the morning, so... I'm trying my best. My brain's not working with me right now. Ultimate Warrior made a surprise announcement that he's returned to the wrestling business. It's been a while since we've seen him in a wrestling ring, and he's recently been taking a hiatus from the grappling game, and it will be interesting to see which company he will turn up in. Ultimate Warrior wants one more run. One last run. Will we give it to him? Yeah, no. Apparently he's only been in the business for 2 years too, so that's another mistake. One more run for Warrior, huh? Who's my favorite from the Shield? At the moment, it might be Seth Rollins. Probably Rollins, Reigns, Ambrose. It used to be probably Ambrose, Reigns, Rollins. Switches all the time. I like all three. I really do. I like all three. Get a cup of coffee. I don't really drink coffee. Here we go again. Please call me up. Please, please, please. So, does that mean that FCW is done? So, TV deal ended. We still got Whopper. When's that going to end? Hopefully soon. Damn it. I wanted to get rid of that show. So Eddie Colon, he'll sign to NXT. I thought I already had him by now, but apparently not. Ring of Honor, what are they up to? 63 rated show, not bad, not bad. 5,000 in attendance apparently, that's pretty solid. It's currently 9:27 AM where it is here. Do you think you'll be starting your TW Current Day series this week? I just set it all up last night, Elite. I'm like chomping at the bit to play it. I really, really wanted to play it. I actually very tempted to play it this morning, but I needed just to get past Elimination Chamber because I want to do Wrestlemania on the weekend. So what I'm going to do is obviously this weekend I've got my Elimination Chamber pay-per-view for my Universe mode. So before my Universe mode pay-per-view, I want to do a WrestleMania stream for TEW. So have it like be a massive weekend of streaming. So that's the plan. And I'm hoping I can get there. We'll get to Elimination Chamber. We've only got one more week of shows to do, so we'll have Elimination Chamber pretty soon. No worries. And then on Saturday, I'm going to stream again. And then I will obviously book the final few weeks before WrestleMania on that stream. And we should be just about at WrestleMania when we get to Sunday. So Tommy End is signed. He's a better heel, so I guess I'll bring him in as a heel. And Colt will stick around as well. Take a look at Kenny King. Really? Okay. He's out injured. He has got a 4-month injury, so no thank you. Just starting with Mania 34. Will you do a series with 2018 TW? Yes. Who's Tommy N? It's Aleister Black. I'll quickly show you it now. My current day stream. Apologies for the people who just want to see the 2011 one, but so just straighten it up. So yeah, quickly went ahead and sorted it out. So yeah, as you can see, I even got the updated graphic for myself as well. Beautiful. So yeah, I've got it all sorted out. So what we're going to do is going to have 3 brands. So we've got 205 Live as its own brand, Raw and SmackDown. So you kind of separate 205 Live. You can see this is their roster. It's really bad. But yeah, so that's that. And then I feel like I could be missing a few people because I quickly did it again last night. But yeah, I've got SmackDown here, which looking at the Superstars shake-up, SmackDown's pretty good now. So it'll actually be really fun to book this because I think both rosters are really even at the moment. I can't really pick a winner. It'll be interesting to see which show does do the better out of the lot. So yeah, so there's Raw. But it should be good. It should be good. And we're starting it the day, like week 1 of April, which I know it's currently, you know, the shake-up happened a little bit later, but we're just going to pretend that the shake-up took place now and just book from there. And we're even going to do the Greatest Royal Rumble as well, so we're going to put that in and do that show as well. So yeah, it should be pretty fun. Ronda's popularity is abysmal. That's why I switched it to 75. I actually think her popularity should be 85, but I'm going to be a little bit harsher and give it 75. Bring it back down to earth. So I actually did edit that. Is AJ the champion? Well, I've made a couple of mistakes with it because I accidentally made him a 3-time champion. I think he's only a 2-time champion. and accidentally made Rollins a 2-time champion instead of a 1-time champion. Those are my only little mistakes that I made, because I did the change myself, and I'm not really good at editing things yet. But yeah, so it should be all the current champions now, I believe, unless I've messed up somewhere along the way. But it should all be the champions you see right now, and booking it as though it is the first Raw after the shakeup, essentially. So, will I use Neville? Maybe not. Greatest Royal Rumble is week 4 of April, so 4 weeks away. Ronda deserves at least 80 pop. I agree, I would have given her 85, but I gave her 75 to be a little bit, you know, hard. I don't know, just to give me something to work on. I don't know. The only issue I have is that Jeff Hardy technically still has an injury, but he's only got 1 week where he can't compete. Big Cass, I forgot to fix the injuries, so Big Cass still has 2 months where he's out injured. Big Show 4 months, Ambrose 5, and the rest is there. Truth is still out as well. So those are the only major concerns, but at the end of the day, it's only 2 months of Big Cass, not a big deal. Jeff Hardy's only a week, so it's not a big deal there either. So that should be all sweet, and that'll be coming up. I don't know, like when I'll stream this. I'll try and, like, I don't know, maybe this can be my midweek streams. Maybe like I need to find time. I need to fix my sleep schedule so I can stream this. But I'm really excited, really keen, and I think this will be really, really fun. And I know a lot of you guys watch the current product, so it's going to be really easy to follow along and go with it. So that's going to be the beauty of it, I suppose. But apparently Matt Hardy's 8 years past his prime, which is ridiculous. I actually found out that the time decline thing is all randomized. So, like, for example, you know, Goldust is 48, but his prime only ended a few years ago, whereas Matt Hardy's 43, but his prime ended when he was 35, so it's kind of, like, ridiculous. So I found out that's all randomized. Oh, yeah, and we're going to be doing Raw, Main Event, SmackDown, and 205 Live, so a lot of shows. But I cut Raw back down to 2.5 hours, not 3, because 3 is too much, and not 2 because let's be a little bit more realistic about it as well. So I want to have it the extra length, so it's a little bit harder, but also not the 3, so it's not impossible. But yeah, so that's the 2018 save that we've got coming up. I hope really soon. I might even see if I can stream it tomorrow. So maybe same time tomorrow. Maybe I might see if I can emerge from my deep slumber and get out of bed and stream it. Alright, so back to 2011. So back to what we were doing. Against all odds, 2011, we had Matt Morgan beat Kurt Angle to retain the TNA World title. 95 rated. Wow, really good. Nicely done, TNA. So Matt Morgan seems to be their guy now. They've gone away from AJ Styles. Matt Morgan is now their guy, who is a tag team champion as well as TNA World champion. So Kurt Angle's pop's improving, I think. Yeah, a little bit. Wish I had him in my roster. How old is he now? 42? Damn, he's still so good. Steiner and Daniels. Lita's been killing it, actually. She's been a real savior to their Knockouts division. She's averaging 77, which is really, really good. Really good. Desmond Wolfe beat Shark Boy, 83. McGuinness is good. De Niro went no contest with this son of a bitch. Matt Sydal, piece of shit. Put a 1 in the chat if you hate Matt Sydal like I do. Screwed me. Betrayed me. Jeff Jarrett still wrestling? He's only 43, actually. Wow. Not bad. Alright, so what do we got now? We've got Raw. Let's read some of the chat. Matt Hardy's probably out of his prime, like 4 years. Yeah, but not 8. Is Almas / Lars Sombra in your 2011 database? Yeah, he is. 21 years of age, so very, very young. Not employed, though. Why are you keeping Main Event? If it was me, I'd cancel the TV deal. I do want to kind of get rid of it because it's an extra show that's going to be a bit of a burden. So I probably will end up getting rid of it, but I'm going to see how it goes for a while and see. TNA should still have AJ as champ. Well, it's good that they're trying to put over a new talent. How long until Matt Morgan's contract ends? I'm pretty sure he just signed a brand new one. Ziggler, Batista, Jericho versus Cena, Rollins, and BY. Who's dude, Matt Sydal's a great worker though. Yeah, but he screwed me. He left me. I was giving him a push. I was starting to give him the career that he needed, and he left me for TNA. He screwed me. So that person who said the 6-man main event, I think we'll go with that. So let's have Chris Jericho, Batista, John Cena, Seth Rollins, Dolph Ziggler, and who is the last guy? I keep forgetting. Triple H, that's right. Or have we already done... We've probably already done this, but let's do it again. Why not? Why not? What did we do last week on Raw? Oh, yeah, Triple H and Shawn Michaels trying to resolve the differences. Okay. So we haven't even done this. Okay. So then we'll have the 6-man involved in the chamber. Do that. Okay. Matt Sydal's the one that got away. He broke my heart. He did! I was actually... To be fair, though, Matt Sydal probably saved Kofi Kingston's career, because Kofi Kingston and Matt Sydal, they were going to be a tag team and probably be tag team champions. Instead, Kofi Kingston's now world champion. So think about that. Kofi Kingston, his career... was made because of Matt Sydal leaving. So if Matt Sydal never left, Kingston might be sitting at 75 pop tag team champ rather than 88 pop ECW world champion. So think about that. Interesting. Raw, we've got Masters and Cabana. So we might... Colt Cabana... Maybe just do another... We've done the Master Look Challenge, but maybe this week Colt Cabana could be like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna beat it this week, type of thing. Chris Masters, Colt Cabana. What's he selling? 83. Gives me another idea. Clone that angle, and we'll make it selling. And make that like, I don't know. Is that version 4 now? I don't know. So, rate on selling, because someone said last stream that I should do more selling ratings. So, to put that over, we might have Colt cut a promo on Chris. Cabana says this will be the week he breaks the Master Lock. So, he's done it before, he tried, he failed, so he's going to cut a promo where, he's more of a comedic character, so he's going to say, this is going to be the week I'm going to do it, type of thing, and he might be one of those things that he just tries and still fails every time, maybe. But then, it's a roll-up victory over Chris Masters. I don't know if I'm that kind to do that, but... Might give Melina a match, see how she goes. Give her a match against, not herself, Melissa. Keep Melina strong. Can you only alter someone's injury outside of your save file on the main menu? Yes, as far as I know. Will I re-sign Matt Sydal when his contract is up? Probably. I don't think it's up for a while though, like 5 years. You think it's too late for a world title push in real life for Kofi? Yeah. So we'll have David Hart, Tyson Kidd, cut a promo, Chris Sabin, Alex Shelley. What tag teams have we got? Well, we go Tyson Kidd, David Hart, and they can... we don't really have many at all. Raw's tag division's really weak. Very, very weak. I guess they'll have to beat Gallows, and... How many times has this happened? Like 20? We'll make this happen again. Shelley could put him on commentary. Beat Joey Mercury, I guess. It's really the only combination we can really use. You think Xavier's past Kofi? I don't think so. Miz cut a promo on Sheamus. What can we do with him this week? What did we do last time between these two? It's one of those things we've kind of forgotten about. We did Miz TV, which went really, really well. Miz beat Nakamura the week before, and they had a bit of a brawl. So we actually have done it, utilized it a little bit. Maybe Sheamus can beat... a match against Raven. I haven't used Raven too much in the ring yet. How many matches has he had? 3 in WWE. So not a lot. He's only got two regions where he's good in, the Tri-State. So where are we this week? We're in the Tri-State. There we go. Austin Aries likes water. Wow, what a name. You love the work. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, dude. Appreciate the bits. So we'll do that. We need the 6-man tag, don't we? Which will mean that we won't have anything for Michaels and CM Punk as of yet. So we might have to make a few changes. John Cena, Seth Rollins, Triple H versus Batista, Chris Jericho, and Dolph Ziggler. It's a pretty stacked match, to be fair. And that's going to be the Elimination Chamber, so it's going to be a good one. I think I'll have to give the win to Triple H, just to keep him strong. Make that a quick, short and sweet match, this one. Can just keep cutting a few minutes. So, I guess, I don't know. Maybe just a hype video, and then next week we'll focus more on it. Because we've done a fair bit with it already. So we'll just do a hype video. And maybe put Shawn Michaels on commentary. And then they can kind of comment about Triple H throughout the match. So we'll do that. Have Hogan do the Muscle Challenge. That's something you could do for WrestleMania. Have Hogan come in, do the Muscle Challenge at WrestleMania. So we might save that for then. Turn Colt heel? No. You guys all want me to do a Mania off? I actually didn't even read the chat when you guys were telling me to do it at Mania. But there you go. We think alike. Who will you have beat the Muscle Challenge if ever? There is no one in my opinion at the moment that will beat it. It'd have to be a big muscled up dude, you know, like Ryback or someone, you know. But even then, I don't know if I'd give it to him. I don't know. I'm going to be really kind. I'm actually going to give Jillian Hall a victory because I don't think she's won a single match in the entire series. No, she's lost all 15 match. She doesn't want a match. Poor Jillian. She's 0-15. Let's break the streak. Let's give her a win over a random indie girl. There we go. Jillian Hall, number 1. The streak starts now. Lashley bit in real life, yeah, I know. Ryback or Reigns. Look, Reigns he's in shape, but he's not Chris Masters in shape. He's not. I could not believe Roman Reigns would be able to break it. Bobby Lashley, I could believe it because Lashley was a freaking beast at the time. He's still a beast now, but he was even a little bit bigger then too. He was huge. So you could believe that. Masters overrated. That push should go to Ziggler. It's more of a case of let's get a mid-carder to the upper mid-card scene rather than let's get an upper mid-card to main event. Chris Masters won't be main event. He won't be world champion. He might be, is it US champion? Yeah, US champion. He could accomplish that. But Ziggler is working the main event of Elimination Chamber, whereas Chris Masters doesn't have a match. So who's getting the push? Think about it. So Jillian gets a win. Thank goodness for that. 43. Opening segment was good of 100. Oh, we need to change Cena's gimmick. That's right. And it did pretty good, above average. Colt Cabana 76. 89 for Masters and Cabana. Really good. Really, really good. Melina and Melissa 76. That's good. 68 for David Hart and Tyson Kidd's promo. 74 for the match. 74 for the match. Tyson 90. Very good. Miz 87. Sheamus and Raven not bad. 80. Not bad at all. For Raven standards anyways. Hype video for Michaels and Punk. And in the main event, really good. Wow, 94. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant. Roman could break the master. You could say he did to honor his family's legacy. Well, what does his family legacy have to do with the Master Lock Challenge, though? Like, Big Cass could break it? Nah, come on. You're not going to have anyone to break the Master Lock Challenge unless you really believe he could be a star. So 94 for the main event, really good. 92 overall, very nice, very, very nice. Will this series ever have a Shield type faction? I can see the Shield coming together. Joey Styles, his contract's up. Well, I'll give him another deal. Jillian Hall is not happy. Jillian, I literally gave you your first victory. Literally gave you a win. Stop complaining. How dare you complain? Rollins, not happy with Raven. Still more people. Oh, that's from the previous. Okay, I was going to say, are they complaining more? Hornswoggle. Is it time we just let him go? 58. Can he? He's not really He's not really helping anyone at this point. I think it might be time we finally get rid of the little guy. One more month. All right. He still has 58. He's got a little bit more to offer, to be fair. It was nice burying you. We'll give him one more month and we'll bury him a few more times and get rid of him. Alright, so ECW now. Let's get into it. So more focus on the chamber. What did we do last week? So we could do the 6-man tag thing again this week, or maybe not. We have done, yeah, we've done the 6-way promo thing. What I might do is have a brawl. Homicide, Mark Henry, MVP. Bob Roode, Broken Matt, Mr. Kennedy. Selling 82. Okay, so what we're going to do is going to do a big opening brawl. And we're just kind of looking at who's got good selling, for example. Whose selling is better than Pop. I think all those guys should be around Pop. So, 6-way brawl. So, might even have that go for 12 minutes and have it go into the backstage area. Just the 6 guys in the chamber, they just go at it. Just a big brawl. Who do you think would win between Michaels and Triple H? At the moment, Triple H is going over. Let's just self-hype. Who can have a hype? Who can hype himself? Who's got a good promo on them? Van Dam can just cut a promo. RVD can beat Trent. Forgot I had him. Give RVD a nice little easy win. Tag team promo. Dudley's can just cut another one on Shelton and Charlie. And then we'll have Shelton versus Bubba Ray. Have we done this one? Yeah, not too recently. Shelton can win, put over the tag champs a bit. And Justin Gabriel can challenge Homicide. Homicide to a match for the hardcore title, and because this is the final show before Elimination Chamber, we might do that match here tonight. So Homicide can go out and accept. Was that strong enough for a main event though? I don't know. It'd be 70 something at best. Who's going to retire HBK? I haven't thought about it yet. I mean, HBK will go part-time for a while. I'm not sure. You know, there's a few guys. You could do Randy Orton. You could do Brock Lesnar. You know, Samoa Joe. Things like that. In your 2018 save, have you added all the NXT call-ups? Yes. How much time have I got left? I'm not sure. Oh yeah, I wanted to do Lesnar. So Brock Lesnar, I'm going to have him come out as a surprise appearance for ECW and have him cut a promo on all 3 of the champs, because he still technically hasn't decided who he wants to take on yet. So Lesnar, Heyman, Taunt, all the world champions. So obviously Paul Heyman is Lesnar's manager, so it makes sense for him to show up on 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 ECW. So we'll do that. So Lesnar can have ECW as one of his places where he can come along and cut his promos. And let's give Broken Matt a matchup. And let me take on Low Key. So I will do Homicide and Gable as the main event, but it's not going to be a strong one. I know that already, but we'll try and make it happen. See how it goes. Homicide versus Justin Gabriel. I know it doesn't really lead into the chamber match too well, but what's Justin Gabriel's hardcore actually? Probably not real good. It's not great, is it? 41 actually, so well, I guess we'll just have it be a singles match. Justin Gabriel, Homicide for the hardcore title. Homicide can win. We'll make it be an all-out. They've got 81 stamina. He's got 80 stamina. So if we make it be 15 minutes, that should be pretty sweet. So let's hope that goes well. And he hasn't decided. He legit attacked the World Championship match and ruined it. What's the other reason he did then? Well, it's just kind of like, alright, we expect him to challenge the world, you know, the SmackDown champ, but he's just keeping it open just to... We've kind of, like, we've planted the seeds for that, but it's like, okay, at the same time, we can leave the door open in case we need to change plans, or just to keep the audience somewhat guessing and add a little bit of mystique about it. I don't know. Whatever. I don't have to explain myself. Just to get an ending, should we have, like, the brawl continue, maybe? Like, I just think we need something strong to end on. You throw Foley on commentary. I haven't debuted Foley yet, I don't think. Have I? No. So I'm not going to debut him randomly on commentary. No, I don't know. I think we've done enough with the six-way brawl. I don't think we need to close the show out on anything strong. So I think we'll be okay. We'll leave it at that. Okay. 99 for the brawl. Wow, really good. Really, really good. And considering it's ECW, that's even better. Very good. Van Dam 69 promo. 64 for his match. He needs a new gimmick, apparently. Okay. Above average. Very good. 76 for the Dudleys. And 81 for their match. Pretty good. Shelton was good. 81. Bubba Ray 69. Pretty good. Gabriel and Homicide. 81. Les's promo was good. 95. So that should help out the overall rating really nicely. Matt Hardy low key. 73. Well, what happened here? No storyline. Matt Hardy 91, Low-key 80. They had great chemistry, but yet 73 just because there was no storyline. Interesting. Homicide 88 in the main event. Well, can it hit close to 80 maybe? 75? 73. Homicide 80, Gabriel 68. Homicide hangs on to the title. 83 overall, so that's fine. That's fine. There's one more show until the Elimination Chamber. What have you missed? An hour and a half. Terry Funk is retired. Is this for real? Is this actually happening? Not one of those fake retirements? Paul Heyman's got a clique building with Van Dam and Lesnar. Well, that's no surprise. Foley on color for his on ECW until his return as in ring, not just for one match. Mick Foley's going to come in, and Homicide, since he's beaten Gabriel now, basically Homicide will come out and say that he is the greatest hardcore champion. He is the hardcore legend. He is the king of hardcore, this and all that. Mick Foley will appear. We start that feud between Homicide and Foley for WrestleMania. We do the match at Mania. Foley will put over Homicide, and Mick Foley will transition away from being Mankind and transition into being Mick Foley, the new general manager, the new color commentator for ECW. And yeah, so that's kind of what I think at the moment. And he could do the occasional match if need be at big pay-per-views, but probably not. How long will he keep ECW? I've got no plans for getting rid of it. I'm just going to keep going with it. The whole thing that attracted me to this playthrough is the fact that ECW was abysmal, and I really wanted to make it decent without like stacking the roster cheaply, and I feel like I've done that. I feel like I've taken a lot of guys that were decently rated but not too much and turned them into stars. I feel like I've done a pretty good job, so I'm pretty happy. So Ruby Riott didn't even get a match in NXT. She only got one match when I brought her up for a match on SmackDown. Well, her contract is coming up, and I was never going to renew it. Tamina, she gets a new deal. She's heading back down to developmental because I don't want her right now. I think Tamina's doing the old boogeyman trick in lying about her age. NXT is looking to the future. Following their recent growth, now is a very dangerous time for NXT. With the next few months, they must walk the fine line between confidence and overconfidence as they look to capitalize on the current success without overreaching and damaging their own long-term prospects. So that must mean we are now regional size for NXT. We were small. We've now moved up in size. As you can see, the popularity has increased quite dramatically over a lot of regions because of having the WWE network. And Canada's doing well. Yeah, everyone's doing pretty well. So, yep, we've done it. NXT's now moved up in size. And they're now regional, which is good news because, obviously, it's going to create a little bit more revenue. TV ratings could potentially increase a little bit. Crowds and things like that should increase as well. But what it will mean is potentially popularities could increase. That the threshold could potentially increase. I doubt it, but it could potentially increase as well. So that's good. That's good news. Speaking of NXT, we had Steve Livington beat Bo Dallas. Serena beat Billie Kay. Mason Ryan beat... So Mason Ryan and Ryback aren't teaming up, and that's really annoying. Not sure why. Yeah, interesting. Should sign Andrade. He's too young. Check if Ruby Riott has developed. Yeah, I guess I could. She hasn't had any matches though, so that's the only annoying thing. Where is she? There she is. Yeah, she's definitely developed. Actually, she's gotten worse. What the fuck? Okay, she's getting worse in chain wrestling. That's really odd. Okay. What the fuck? She's getting worse. I don't recall editing her stats. Like I would never bother to edit safety anyways. She's actually getting worse as a wrestler since being in NXT. Huh? Sex appeal's abysmal. Yeah, I can agree with that. But huh. That's a strange one. I don't get that. I don't know why. I mean, what are they teaching these people down here? How to work worse? I mean, Ivory's the trainer. Is she to blame? Wow. I wonder if anyone else is having the same experience. So let's maybe take a look at Maxine. Well, no, she's getting better. So she's getting a lot better. But yeah, Ruby Riot's getting worse. I can't put my finger on that one. I don't know why that is. Did she pass her prime? She's 20 years old. I don't know. Can't figure it out. Was she rated too highly to begin with? Like, is that possible? I don't know. Alright. We'll have to go with it. Michael's got... Sean, what is your problem? You're the world champion. You're getting 125k a month. Like, are you still annoyed that you had to turn heel at the Royal Rumble? Come on, Sean. Sort it out, man. Like, come on. There's some more money. That'll make you happy. Rain the Boss, welcome, man. It's probably because she's had 0 matches in NXT. Yes, that's possibly it. I'll test her out. I'll give her a pre-show match here. I'll see how she goes. Steve Austin has taken Cody Rhodes under his wing as a protege. Well, that's very lucky for Cody Rhodes. Very, very lucky. Oh, I need to call her up first. Might help. Got some bits coming in from the Phenomenal Raven. Did I hear about Bruno? Yeah, I did. I woke up and saw the news. Yeah, really sad. But, you know, he's at that age where it can happen. But one of those guys that I never really expected to pass anytime soon, just because he's in great health and didn't hear anything, you know, concerning about his health or anything like that. But yeah, it just happened. It's pretty sad. But you know, when you're 80, those things can happen. Definitely a legend, though. Definitely. Bruno's one of those guys I don't really know a hell of a lot about. Is there a documentary about him? I'd probably love to check one of those out. I watched the Andre documentary because I knew some things about Andre, but not a hell of a lot. So it's always good to kind of read up about that. I might have this face-to-face between Morrison and Orton close out the show rather than open. I know I normally do angles to open rather than to close, but this week we might switch it up. You decided to have NXT as your third brand? Jesus. Good luck with that. So what year have you made it to now? It's currently 2011. What can I do? Cody Rhodes versus Zack Ryder. I might do that match. Have we done that one recently? Not since November, so that's good. We could do that match. And that could open up. We'll open up with a match this week with Drew on commentary. How's Zack looking now? 62, 63, so he's gone up a few points since being involved in this feud. Doing a 97 WWF save. Well, who's your champion in 97? Who's on top? Is it Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, Taker? Steve Austin, you probably may have got him to that top level point by then. So let's do Ray and Big Show this week. They can cut the promo on Samoa Joe and Kevin Nash. Karma can have a match, and she can... Who can she destroy this week? Molly Holly. '98, and it's currently Shawn, but having a rivalry with Austin. Okay, well, if it's '98, then Austin should be definitely world champion caliber if you played your cards right. You did TNA 04 and kept it for 10 straight years. Wow. You bought WWE and owned pro wrestling. Where's the fun in that, though? Like, I don't know. I don't like buying at the competition because I love competition, because without it, like, what's the point? That's the only issue right now of doing a current real world save, is because there's no competition. So it's like, okay, who am I trying to beat? Like, what am I trying to do? Am I just trying to beat myself? You know, am I trying to book the best shows I can do and not worry about the others? I don't know. Let's give Mickie James a promo, and she can cut one on Katie Lee. Yeah, let's send The Rock down to OVW because he's... Yeah, The Rock would be shit. Let's give Crime Time a match. JTG, Shad. And they can take on Joe and Kevin Nash. I mean, Crime Time's probably the best tag team we have other than Edge and Christian, so it's a good win for them to have. They can beat them. How many bits do I need to give you to give Mike Kanellis a tag team IC US title run in 2018? You know what? I don't mind Mike Kanellis. I don't mind the whole love thing. I don't know if I'd push him. To be honest, I could see myself putting him down at NXT, but yeah, how many bits? It might be a bit. It might be around the 5,000 mark, 10,000. What else we got going on? So let's do something with the Brothers Destruction. So last week they got beaten down. So Sting can cut a promo this week. Cut one on the Undertaker. Sting says the Undertaker has ruined his legacy. He plans on ruining his, as in the Undertaker, at WrestleMania. So kind of laying down a challenge. So the storyline is that it's basically the same one I did on my Universe mode. Sting has always been compared to the Undertaker. It's always been Sting. Oh, Sting was good, but he never fought the Undertaker. What would happen if he had took on the Undertaker? So Sting's always been compared to the Undertaker, always been mentioned with the Undertaker, where Sting just wants to be, mentioned on his own. He just wants to be his own man, but has never been able to do it because of the Undertaker. So he's kind of basically saying Undertaker's kind of ruined his legacy a little bit, and the Undertaker has this great grand legacy at WrestleMania and everything like that. So Sting wants to try and ruin that at WrestleMania. And obviously Sting, Edge and Christian beat up the Undertaker and Kane last week, so they are not available this week to be on the show. They're trying to sell their injuries. We did the Joe match, yeah. So let's see how Ray and Big Show go as a team, and who can they take on? Well, we'll give them Cesaro and Ono because they'll have a good match. So we're trying out Joe and the others. So let's give Ray and Big Show that opportunity to do the same. And then they can get on the mic and challenge Kevin Nash, Samoa Joe. Basically, we already know this match is kind of happening, but we can have them challenge and make it more official. And then we can do John Morrison, Randy Orton, Teddy Long, Shane McMahon. We'll bring Vince out as well. And let's get some bodyguards out there too. Who could play a bodyguard? Tomko. thinking like we need a big dude to stand out in the ring. We don't have that many available. We'll just do Alex Riley. And surely got someone in here we could do that can play this role. I would have went Shab, but I used him earlier on the show and got beat, so you kind of can't do that. Shit. Okay. I'll put Yoshita. Let's just put a couple of job guys out there. Alright, so they're there as like backup security and make sure this thing all goes smoothly. So face to face contract / confrontation between Orton Morrison goes wrong. Gone wrong. Gone wrong. Yeah. Goes wrong. Brawl occurs. So when does a contract signing ever go well? That's the question. So I might just have Shane, you know, he might not talk. Maybe give Vince a chance to talk. Teddy Long can talk. Shane can just stand out there. And maybe Shane can be one of those guys who gets, you know, beaten down. They can get beaten down. He can get himself involved, get attacked. And yeah, so the big contract signing. Oh, might go Randy stay on scripts because no one else is going off. It'll be a big segment, 16 minutes. It's a long one. But hopefully it's successful. There's a big ending to the show. Have you ever played through the Batman games? The Telltale one? Or the other one? The regular ones? No, I haven't. Yeah, the Riddler trophies are terrible. That's why it's one of the big things that turned me off. I played a bit of them, but not too much. Sorry, my dog's barking. Not sure why. Will Punk and Orton ever go face? Probably. You got a question, what should I do with some of the guys I have gotten from ECW and WCW? I don't know, man. That's up to you. Have I done Chamber yet? No, we're about to get there. Alright, I think we are good to go. Have we covered everything? I wanted to do like another promo with Edge and Christian, but I think we'll be fine. So 42 for Heidi and Maria. Cody and Zach 85. Wow. Cody 85. Zach 73. Really good. Nice. Ray and Big Show 90. Nice promo. Karma and Molly 65. Karma 78. Very good. Mickey James. Well, really good promo. Crime Time versus Joe and Nash 82. Crime Time were good. 73 apiece. Joe 92. Kevin Nash was better this week. I think 69. We'll take that from Kevin Nash. Take that from him. Sting, brilliant promo, 98. Very good. Very, very good. Mysterio Show versus Kings of Wrestling. Not that great of a match. Big Show and Ray don't have good or bad chemistry. That's good. You know, as long as they don't have bad chemistry, I'm happy. Big Show 89, Ray 93. Kings of Wrestling around the 80 mark. So, should have been a lot better than what it was. I guess no storyline involved. The challenge was made though, 86, and then 98 for the big contract signing at the end. I guess maybe rating Shane might have brought that down a little bit, but that's okay. You take 98 every time. So that's good. That's a good way to close things out for an 87 rated show. good angles, just didn't have a great match behind it, I suppose, to drag it up. That's alright. Okay, SmackDown 31 rating. So, Chamber, a lot of people ask me if I'm going to do the Chamber. We will be. We're doing it very soon, in a minute. About to do it now. Alright, so nothing else to really cover. Let's advance. Have you ever thought of giving someone an undefeated streak? I've done it with Mark Henry. Yeah, look, I've done undefeated streaks before. They work very, very well. Who would I give an undefeated streak? It's probably, you know, a low-end guy would do it too. You know, maybe a Ryback, for example. But, I don't, you know, most of the guys that I push, if they lose, they'll only lose, you know, very rarely. Like Chris Masters barely loses. Rollins is losing a lot more now because he's working top guys, but before, not really. Del Rio hardly loses. So most of the time, yes, they might lose every now and occasionally, but it's rare. So it doesn't have to be a full-on streak. And plus, streaks can be annoying to book because you kind of book yourself in a corner with the streak. So Johnny Prime, his contract is up. He's not too bad, to be fair, but I can't really see myself using him. I might let him. I feel like I should let him go just because we've got a few guys down in NXT that I don't really care too much for, that I'd just like to move on. Let's have them guys stay there. Have I ever played Afghanic verse? No, I don't play the verses. Is Morrison beating Orton? Yeah, I think we just might... I don't know, like I'm in a bit of a... I don't know. The plan, I suppose, was... I don't know, some screwy finish. Lesnar comes out and interferes again. Sets up a triple threat. I feel like we need to have Orton in a match for WrestleMania. He's been probably our best performer all year alongside Punk. He deserves a WrestleMania match. I was going to do Morrison and Lesnar one-on-one maybe, but I think a triple threat match will work. I think that'll be okay. Who will win? It's a good question. I'm not sure, but I feel like it'd be pretty unfair not to give him a match. So Alex Riley, did you get any popularity out of that? Being involved in that main event segment? He might have. He's gone to 46. Look at the SmackDown guys. Tomko, he's at 47. So Tomko, has he even done a hell of a lot? He's had 2 wins. Hasn't really beaten anyone of note. But you know, he's moved up a little bit. 46, so he's getting up there. His association with Edge and Christian's helped. Sting still at 86. I'd love to get him up a bit more. Has Joe dropped or what's going on? Yeah, Joe has dropped in popularity. Why? What happened? I mean, Ray beat him at the Rumble. He lost the... Oh, he lost the Rumble. Yeah, everyone lost popularity from the Rumble match. Okay, so he hasn't quite recovered from that. Okay. It's frustrating. Yoshi was in that little segment too. He's at 53. Yeah, he's even gone up a point too somehow. So there you go. It's a cheat, you know. Put your best guys in a segment and have someone not rated in there as well, and they can sometimes get an extra point or 2 popularity coming their way. No matter what I do with Kane, he can't go up. He's just stuck there. And anyone else to really check out? Drew McIntyre got a big win the other week. He beat Ted. Ted didn't really lose too much because of it. Drew went up to 70 officially. Okay. So we're ready for the Chamber. You can do Cena vs Kane vs Henry when he gets a drop pick. Oh yeah, that was what our idea was going to be. Yeah, okay. that's what we were going to do. So we're going to obviously do a draft after WrestleMania, and that's what we were going to do. We were going to have the triple threat match, Cena representing Raw, Mark Henry probably representing ECW, and I don't know, someone representing SmackDown. Kane? I don't know, maybe. Someone there. Do B shows affect your company rating? No. Did Zach go up? Let's have a look. I didn't look. Zach, no change. Still 62, 63. Some guys don't get overness points because of momentum. If they have negative momentum, they won't move in overness, even if they get 100 on segments. It's a good point. That's a good point. I forget about that. Most guys I'm pushing have pretty good momentum. I guess some of these job guys I put in there don't have as much momentum. Alright, let's do Chamber. You had Orton versus Cena versus Henry. You can place him with Kane or someone else for SmackDown. Well, I'll put it to you guys. Should we do a triple threat match between Orton, Lesnar, Morrison, or should it be a singles match? What do you guys think? Shawn Michaels helping out the younger guys. That's good to see. Shawn contributing. Alright, oh, thank God I checked this. We were scheduled to be in frickin' Puerto Rico. Alright, well, doesn't really matter where we are. We might go Mid-Atlantic because we haven't done anything there since December. I don't know, I'm kind of like thinking that from now on, I know will always forget, but I feel like from now on I should just pick a genuine stadium and not like have 40,000 show up for every pay-per-view type of thing. Like, keep it to at a realistic level. Like, book the Verizon Center, for example, and get 18K in there, rather than, you know, just do generic venue and get 40K. I know I'm missing out on nearly 30,000 fans, but just to keep it more realistic, I don't know. What do you guys think? Realism or just be greedy and take the money? You guys think triple threat? That's good. Okay. Make Orton win tonight. That way the three-way makes more sense. Yeah, I mean that's kind of what I want to do. The only problem is, do I have Orton be a transitional champ and then Morrison lose the belt too? Like, I don't know. You guys think greedy? I don't know. Alright. That way I don't actually have to set it every time. It's easier for me too. I don't know, I like realism, but whatever. You guys allow me to be greedy? I'll be greedy then. I'm a greedy son of a bitch. Orton should win tonight. Okay. Alright. Orton wins the belt. You can have Brock interfere again and cost Orton and give him another shot at Mania. Well, that was what I was initially planning on doing. Silky, thank you very much for the bits, my man. Appreciate it as always. Another hundo coming in. I think you might be the highest bit donator of all time now, maybe. I picked best venue, or did I? when I pick best venue, it automatically generates it to be the generic one. Alright, so what are we guys doing? Are we giving Orton the belt or are we giving it to Morrison? What are you thinking? Yelich, 20 bits. Thank you, dude. I'm watching them ads. Appreciate it. And yeah, guys, if you want to donate some bits, you can. I think you can watch ads and you'll get bits or whatever. So if that's something you'd like to do, every bit counts, you know. I need it too because like I just spent like a fuckload of money on my new chair. Like you guys like when I first started streaming about, what was it, 2013 or something like that? You guys helped raise the money to buy a new chair for me, and that chair has now officially died, so I actually had to go ahead and buy a new one, which hopefully will come today or tomorrow. But yeah, so the bits that you guys have been giving me over the last few days have been going towards the chair fund, and it's coming in soon. So what should we open up the show with? ECW Chamber? I think that might be cool. Austin, take your bits. I'll take them off your hands, man. Thank you. So let's Elimination Chamber. Can we do a hardcore one, like Elimination Chamber? I'm gonna do it. Don't blame me, guys, but I'm making the return of the ECW Rules Chamber. I apologize, but it's happening. I don't know if they'll allow it, but I'll try. Barbed wire ropes. Yeah, it's happening. Weapons are in. Alright, Mr. Kennedy, MVP, Mark, Henry. Yeah, Samir, you remember that? Yeah. Broken Mats, Bob Roode, and Homicide. Alright, so number one contenders. I guess my plan was for Mr. Kennedy. I planned that a long time ago, and I think I might stick with it. Kennedy versus Kofi at WrestleMania for the championship. I think I'm going to stick with it. I think that's a strong match. And we'll go with it. Shut up, Mark Henry. Be happy with it. Radical Heights? I don't know what that is. So you think have Morrison beat Orton, but have him like attempt like beat up Shane McMahon or whatever, and kind of force his hand? Okay. All right. So we might do that. It kind of plays off because Orton has been like demanding everything from the GM for quite some time now. So. And I don't know why my stupid... Every time, like, every week, like, my stupid bits thing on the screen does not work. I don't know. It's really freaking annoying. So I apologize for that, guys. For those who are giving your generous bits away to me. But it has not been working again. Alright, so I have CM Punk cut a promo on Shawn Michaels earlier on the show. We've actually got a really stacked card. We've got Punk and HBK. We've got the Elimination Chamber for Raw, Elimination Chamber ECW, World Title match, Brothers of Destruction versus Edge. Wow, we actually got a really stacked card here. So, nah, I was going to do a gimmick match with Sheamus and Miz, but we've got so many gimmicks already happening. I don't know what I'm going to do for the US title at WrestleMania. I think we're going to do Joe and Cody for the IC title. Do we go ahead and do another multi-man match for the US title? Do we do, you know, a 6-way or a 4-way or something like that. I'm not sure. I haven't really kind of thought about it too much. Miz and Sheamus have both been really good, to be fair. 6-way ladder, I think that might be what we need. Yeah. So I might have Sheamus win. I'll get him a flash pinfall just so we protect the Miz a little bit. And that way we can potentially do a rematch for the ladder. Okay. J-Man, welcome, man. Welcome, man. Jeez, seeing a lot of man. Oh, okay. Let me stretch out. Let's go. Okay, let's do the triple threat. So let's do Cody, Zach, and who's the other one? Drew. It's a good opportunity for Zach and Drew to step up here. Now, Drew's done really well. We've done a good job, I think, in kind of promoting him up. But Zack Ryder has been one of those guys we haven't really focused too much on, but it's a good opportunity for him to see how he goes on a big level and whether or not he's worth pushing as an upper mid-carder in the future. And we'll give it to him. Yeah, so Cody will retain, obviously, because we want to do Cody and Joe at Mania, which I think will be a strong match. Speaking of Joe, give Joe and Kevin another promo on the Big Show and Ray, and we'll go ahead and do this match now. Does it need a gimmick? I don't know. So, Kevin Nash, Samoa Joe, Big Show, Ray. Now, unfortunately for Joe, he's going to have to lose, which is unfortunate for him, but kind of has to happen. I don't think Kevin can go too long. I don't think he's got enough in the tank to do a long match. And the storyline's good because Big Show got injured by Joe and everything like that, so it's good to have them get some revenge, get the win. They beat Nash, Joe doesn't take the pin, stay strong, and then we can do Joe, move on to other things afterwards. And then we can have Mysterio Show get a big tag team win and then put him in the title contention for Edge and Christian at WrestleMania, which kind of seems like our only option at this point. We don't really have many other options, so we'll go with it. So I might do pre-show match, Eve versus Beth. I kind of forgot that I even had this feud going. So I'll do a pre-show. It's a Divas, isn't it? Yeah. Pre-show match. Beth can win there, retain it. Actually, I'll try and... If I can squeeze it on the main card, I don't know if I'll be able to, but if I can squeeze it on the main card, it might help Eve Torres's popularity a little bit. So if we can squeeze it there... And then we might go with a Natalya here, face turn. So, Beth Phoenix beats down Eve. Natalya refuses to help, attacks Beth instead. So, Eve's getting destroyed. And instead of helping Beth Phoenix do it, this time Natalya strikes back and attacks Beth Phoenix and turns babyface. And that will set up for WrestleMania. I don't know if we'll have 15 minutes of the show to dedicate it to that. That's quite a lot, isn't it? Yeah. What we might do is cut this Cody Rhodes segment. Doing the turn is pretty important, so we might have to try and fit that on the card. What else have we got? Tag team feuds. Or we can do this on the pre-show again. Shelton, Charlie. And Shelton could win, and they can keep the tag titles. Okay, so that will cover that. I might even give Chris Masters a match against Colt on the pre-show. Give Masters the victory and that feud, I suppose. And okay, so I guess we need to. I don't think we're going to fit everything. No way. We're not going to fit everything on this card at the moment. Shawn and HBK, should that main event? Or should Orton? Shawn, we'll do this now. Shawn Punk with Shawn Michaels winning because of the Steve Austin distraction. So Punk's been talking trash about Steve Austin, saying that he screwed him for all this time. Well, this time Steve Austin does screw him. He comes out, distracts him, and Punk gets distracted. Kind of gets, kind of costs him the win, essentially. Michaels gets a bit of a reprieve. Okay. Alright, so I'm hoping, I'm praying we've got enough time to do everything we want here. It's going to be tough. Orton versus Morrison for main? I think so. So, Edge and Christian can cut a promo on Kane and The Undertaker before the match. Just kind of saying, oh, they're not going to be 100%. There's no way they're going to be ready to go type of thing. This will be... We've got this, etc. So then we've got this match, Edge and Christian versus Kane and The Undertaker, which won't be as strong, but you can sell the injury, give Edge the victory, let Kane take the loss. And I guess we'll have Sting interfere as well on both of them. Sting can interfere, and we'll go with that. Won't be as strong as a match. The feud hasn't been as strong as I would have hoped anyways. I thought it was going to hit, potentially 100. It hasn't quite got there anyways, so it's whatever. So let's do the chamber match. So Triple H, John Cena, Batista, Seth, Dolph, and the last Chris Jericho. Are you ever going to split the tag titles? I'm hoping one day I can. I'm trying. John Cena. This should be a good contest, I think. We'll see how this goes. Make this a bit longer. So the game's going to win to set up Michaels and Triple H for WrestleMania. Now we can't edit like who gets the most eliminations, who's the final two, or anything like that, so that kind of sucks, but yeah. And then I might have Triple H. He's celebrating the win. The Elimination Chamber starts rising, and then, or Shawn Michaels, you know, comes into the chamber and super kicks Triple H. Boom. So Michaels continues that feud there. So how do we do this final match? How do we do this? You could do a last man standing match and have both of them get counted. Both of them are down for the 10 count. There's no winner. It's a draw. Might do that. Because we haven't mentioned it, but it's kind of been like that type of situation. Like it warrants that. So I might do that and give me a draw to kind of get out of it. So there's no winner. And so we're like, what the fuck? Who's the champ type of thing at the end. And then Lesnar can strike. Actually, I'll keep the time on it. I'll cut some other crap. Brock can come out. And Lesnar lays out Morrison. Orton announces he is challenging for the World Heavyweight Championship. So maybe Heyman gets on the mic and announces that. So Lesnar lays him out. Boom. Announces he's challenging the world title. And I know I am missing out on the women's three-way. Yeah. I might do that on SmackDown. I was going to do it on pre-show, but it's more effective if it's on SmackDown than a pre-show. The pre-show does nothing for anyone, so you know what I'll do is like Brie Bella and Nikki Bella versus Layla, Michelle McCool. That could be on the pre-show type of thing, and give Michelle the victory, just so we have enough women on the card. Anything else to really look at? What have we covered? We've covered just about everything we needed to. Yeah, I think we're all sweet. I think we're all good. What I'll just do a hype video for them. Katie Lee, Mickey James, Karma. Hype it up that it's going to happen on SmackDown. Maybe that'll help us get away with it. Okay. Alright, I think we're all good. So let's have a look. So I'm going to screen grab this so I can remember. That worked out pretty well last time, so I can remember what matches are coming next so we can predict
Alright, so get your predictions ready. Early predictions on the overall rating of the show. Let me know. What are you thinking? What's this show gonna hit? I think I'm pretty confident that it's gonna do good. I'll say 95. Which I'll take. For a chamber, you take 95. Let's have a look. So, 93, 96, 97. So, some mid to high 90s is what we're expecting. Except Bright Boy thinks it's going to be 88, so that's disappointing. Silky, thank you very much for the bits again. Another hundo. Austin with another 5 as well. Appreciate it. Alright, let's do it. So, Cody Rhodes promo to start. Wow, World's Greatest Tag Team in the Dudleys. 86. Really good. So we won't bother predicting these ones, but nice. That's a nice match. Colt and Masters. I was going to say Colt and Cabana. 74 for Colt and Chris Masters. That's good as well. And the Bellas versus Lay Cool 75. So we've got the triple threat music video now. So the first match will be the ECW Elimination Chamber match, which will be an ECW Rules Elimination Chamber match. So weapons will be involved. So, okay, I'm gonna say 85 for this. It's not the strongest match you'll ever see, but for ECW, I think it's pretty good. It's probably the best we could have done out of the ECW guys. The only thing I probably should have done is put Kofi on commentary. Yeah, I forgot. So Kofi will be annoyed that I didn't use him on the card. Yelich, thank you. He thinks this match will get 86. Okay. Alright, so let's see it. It is going to get... Wow! 92! Well, we were all expecting 80s, but it's hit 92. Kennedy 87, MVP 90, Henry 90, Matt Hardy 82, Bobby Roode 78. Homicide, out of all people, was the weakest in the match of 77. Can you believe that? Homicide was the weakest. That's a great match. That is excellent from ECW. So the ECW Rules Chamber is back. It's not going anywhere. It has officially returned. It's resurfaced better than ever. Wow. Okay. CM Punk promo. Just 80. Punk promo has been a little bit poor lately. What's going on? Oh shit, I forgot. I clicked one too many ahead. Sheamus and Miz, my bad. My bad. 93. Wow. Really good as well. Sheamus 92, Miz 91. These guys are doing very good. Real Toxic. He thinks it's going to be 98 overall. When you call up Roman, have him break the master lock. I just don't think Roman's a believable enough guy to break the master lock, in my opinion. So my bad for the Miz and Sheamus. Zack versus Drew versus Cody Rhodes is your next match. Triple threat match. Intercontinental Championship on the line. What are we thinking? Cody's been good. He's been hitting around the 80 mark. Zack's a wild card. I don't know. Drew McIntyre's doing pretty good. I'll say 83. 83. You guys are thinking high? 88? 89? 87? Okay. I'm going a bit low. Some guys... You guys thinking 90? Oh, wow. Well, so far, every match has been pretty good. So, you could be right. I'm thinking low, but it could be higher than we expect. So, let's have a look. 87. Well, you guys are on the money. Thank you, Samir, for the bits, man. I was thinking 82, but to get 87, that's pretty good. Zack 69, Drew 73, Cody 84. So, my concern was Zack and Drew. Both held their own. Both did pretty well. So, Zack getting 69 when he has 63 pop kind of suggests to me that he is worth giving an upper mid-card push to. I think we should try and get him to 70 and keep him around that US IC title level going forward. So that's good. 87. Very, very good. Well done, Zach. Well done, Drew. They did pretty good. And Cody, of course, carried. We've got... Next up is Kevin Nash and Samoa Joe versus Mysterio. Good luck predicting this one. Who knows? So the promo, first of all. Look, Kevin Nash has been around about a 69, high 60s. So Joe could hit 90. Ray and Big Show it's a big match show. So you could hit the 90s. Who knows? I don't know. I think Kevin Nash will drag it down. And also the odd face-heel combination will probably drag it down a bit too. So I'll say 84. I'm still thinking good, but I think I'll say 84. So you guys are thinking mid-80s, some 90s. Okay. I think there's too many penalties involved to get that good. Let's have a look. 79. Oh, no. So, Nash getting tired towards the end. It was a 15-minute match. It was visibly tiring, not exhausted, so that's kind of good. Not really, but it's, something. Joe 90, Nash 67, Mysterio 92, Big Show 91. So everyone but Nash did really well. You take out Kevin Nash, probably a good match. Go figure. 79 is not terrible, but it's not obviously ideal considering who was involved. And did Kevin Nash tear his quad? Maybe. E versus Beth. Should we even bother predicting this? It's not gonna. It's a squash essentially. I'll say 70. I'll be nice. 70. You're not doing good predicting any of these matches. It can be hard, especially this one. This was probably the hardest of the night to predict, I think. But Nash and Joe do have good chemistry, which is excellent, That's really good. Turn Joe already. You can't just turn someone straight away. You need to think about it. You bring him in October, November. He's turned face. You can't turn him in that short period of time without it failing miserably. Alright, so even and Beth, you guys are thinking 70s. Someone said 82. That's crazy. But let's have a look. 67, they have no chemistry. So that's a dud. DUD, that's awful. But the turn afterwards went pretty well, I think. Success, so 75 for the turn. And Eve being involved in that might help her out too. So next up is Shawn Michaels versus CM Punk. The WWE Championship is on the line. And let's have a look. With the hype video first. This feud just has got really it's got low heat. Really low heat. I'm not sure why. It's frustrating. So this match might not go so well. Is this show going downhill now? No, that was the two of our weakest matches on the card in the middle. So Michaels and Punk. Why didn't you bring Joe in as a heel when you brought him in? Because we really needed baby faces in the upper mid card, but as it turned out to be, Samoa Joe just got over far too quickly than I expected, and he's now more of a main eventer, I guess. So, which were pretty good for main eventers in the mid card, babyface main eventers on SmackDown. So Joe might change brands, maybe? I don't know. Anyways, let's think about it. Let's do Michaels and Punk. I'm going to say 89. I'm not real hopeful. Let's have a look. What the 84. What has happened? The storyline heat must be so bad. I don't know how, but... Wow. We're going to have to start a new storyline for Punk and Triple H, like, honestly. Thank God that didn't main event. 5-star Shawn, maybe not so much anymore. Was Shawn drunk? Yeah. Was he back on the pills? I don't know. And let's not forget, Steve Austin even came out for an appearance too, and it still sucked. Edge and Christian versus the Brothers of Destruction. Tag titles on the line. I'm not sure about this match either. I mean, it's got good storyline here, I believe, so it should go pretty well, you'd think. Yeah, heel versus heel was the killer. Yeah, storyline heat, heel versus heel. There's a lot of factors into it, but it's still, the performances they had should still have dragged it towards more high 80s than low 80s, huh? So, you guys thinking pretty high for this one? Are we thinking we're going to get any hundreds tonight? I'm hoping we get 100. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we're going to get there. I'm going to say 93 for this one. Let's have a look. I'm a genius. 93. So let's have a look. Christian 100, Edge 100, Taker 99, Kane brought it down for 83. Christian and Tom go, good pairing. That's good. Paul Bearer did good work. So yeah, Kane struggled. Everyone else did well. 93. Sting, of course, came out, distracted Kane, cost him the match, and cost them the titles. So Edge and Christian make it their 6th title defense. Next up, Raw Elimination Chamber match. This should be a good one, I think. 87 for the hype. So, what are we thinking? Triple H versus Chris Jericho versus John Cena versus Batista versus Seth Rollins versus Dolph Ziggler. The only concern is Ziggler and Rollins, which I still think will hit 80 each. Triple H will be in the 90s, Jericho 90, Batista mid-80s, Cena in the 90s. So, I'm thinking 94 for this one. Some hundreds here. Well, this might be the only match that could get 100. I'm not sure about the main event because it is a draw. But then again, we had a DQ. So, let's have a look. 87 for the hype video. This is a long match too, 25-minute match. So, I'm hoping they don't tire out. I don't think they should. Let's have a look. 93. Ooh, I was thinking 93, but I went with 94. Alright, Triple H 88. Jericho 93, but Cena 94. Batista did really well, actually. 87, rather. And Rollins hit 80, which is what we were hoping for. Ziggler 83. So everyone performed about where I expected. Triple H won. And actually was one of the weakest of the match. Weakest guys. Weakest links. Ziggler was apparently in the final 2 with Triple H, so there you go. But there you have it. So Triple H wins and a 93, so that should help out pretty well. Main event time. It is Morrison and Randy Orton. Of course, we do have Shawn Michaels super kicking Triple H after the matchup, so we've got that. So very good. Michaels attacks Triple H. Well, Morrison and Orton have hit 100 in the past. Surely there's no way. Surely there's no way that they hit back-to-back hundreds. There's gotta be no way. I mean, I'm thinking 99. I don't think it's going to get there. I'll go with 99. I'd like to think so. A lot of you guys are thinking 100, 98, 99, 96. Alright, so let's have a look. Okay. It is going to be John Morrison, Randy Orton for the World Heavyweight Championship. Oh my god, they've done it again! How do they do it? They've done it again! Oh my freaking god. Wow. These two, holy shit. They do have pretty good chemistry. Morrison 96, Orton 100. Can we just have these two main event WrestleMania? Holy shit. Randy Orton and John Morrison, huh? Brilliant. Not a single minus on it. This is positive everything. Silky with 100 bits to celebrate. The big hundo. He says Jomo is gone. Let's give Randy some praise too. Last man standing match in an unbelievable match. It was a draw. Both competitors failed to beat a 10 count. They were exhausted. They beat the crap out of each other, and they're both down. They couldn't break the 10 count, and then Big Bad Lesnar comes out at the end, lays both of them out, and announces that he will be challenging them. Lesnar wants to interfere himself. He wants just to stick his nose into this 5-star match. He wants to get a 5-star match of his own. And it's going to be 92 rated for that segment. Alright, so what are we thinking overall? Geez, I think with that 100 rated, I'll say 97. I'll say 97, I think. Orton or Morrison better be damn wrestle of the year. Well, they've got to keep it up all year. They've had a great start, but they have to keep it up all year. Got to play the Jomo theme. Yeah, you're right. Let me pull that one up. Where are we? Yelich, thank you for the bits. 1 second. Let me get to that. Where are we? Alright, so there you go. Yelich. Most of your 100 rated matches haven't had decisive finishes, which is a really crazy concept to think that is true. Like we haven't had a lot of, I think 3 of them have had false, not even clean finishes for some reason. But overall the show got 96. Okay, that's good. Well, you have to. I'm not going to rip into his work. We're going to told he's awesome. Randy Orton. We'll give Randy a hug. He had to put over or lose tonight. And who else deserves some praise? Who else had a big night? I'll give Mr. Kennedy some praise. Well done. So there we go. What a night. What a performance. Morrison is the Daniel Bryan of 2011. I mean, he could be. Let's have a look. So, Tommy N joins us. 2.98 buy rate. Pretty good. Apparently, Trevor Murdoch got himself into shape. That's surprising. So, Joey Styles and Hornswoggle sticking around. Also going to check. I forget now. Alright, let's have a look at some of the popularity changes. So, Batista, mid-80s. Bobby Roode is now in the 70s. That's really good news. That's actually excellent news. So, great match. Gets him up there. Lesnar's now 92, 93. So, some good segments from him. Boosted him up. That's good. Jericho stuck at 90. Masters 72. Punk 93. So Punk's dropped quite dramatically. Christian's at 87. He's going up. Cody's at 79. Cody's, I think, is dropping rather than going up. Ziggler, 77, 76. He's probably dropped a little bit too. Drew Mack stays the same. I think Eve might have even gone up. What was her originally? She was 52. She's now 53, maybe 54 in a couple of regions. That's good. Homicide's getting close to 70. So Bobby Roode's actually overtaken Homicide, which is interesting. Cena, 92. Morrison's at 91. So despite having some excellent... I mean, look at this match average he's had. He hasn't even had a win yet. Think about this. Imagine if he just said, nah, that'll do me for the year. And he has to qualify. He needs 10 minimum. But 97, 91, and 200s. He had a double DQ against Orton. He had a draw against Orton. 2 draws. Just can't find a winner. They just keep doing classics. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. Kevin Nash might have went up a little bit too. 77 now. Henry 87. MVP 87. Kennedy, I don't know if he really went up. He was at 81. Let's have a look. Yeah, he might have went up a little bit. Yeah, he went up. He went up a bit. Natalya had the big turn. She's at 60 again. So she, I think, dropped to 59. Oh, maybe not. A slight little boost up. Not a hell of a lot. Randy Orton. Wow, Randy's back to 100. So despite not even winning, he's had that good of a match that he's bumped to 100 again. Which I think makes him the most popular guy on our roster at the moment. He is the #1 guy. Deservedly so. Let's look at Randy. Averaging 95 for the year. He averaged 90 last year. So, what did he come? He was number 5 in the Power 500. So the top 500, he was number 5. I'm predicting he might be top 3 this year. He's on fire. He is killing it. He might need to get the belt back at WrestleMania rather than Lesnar or Morrison. Joe went up, yeah, 82 now in most regions. Rollins, he might have went up a bit too. That's good. Shawn Michaels is now at 97 again, so he's kind of taken a lot of CM Punk's popularity, which is a real concern for Punk and his WrestleMania match with Steve Austin. What main events now? I mean, I don't even know. Sheamus 88, so he beat The Miz. What's The Miz at now? No, he's at The Miz, rather. Big Show 87. Miz didn't drop, so that's good. Taker 93 still. Sting 86. Triple H 94 with his big chamber victory. So that's good. So he and Shawn Michaels should have, I'm hoping, a classic at WrestleMania. We need to start a new storyline with him, though. And Zack Ryder, well, he went up to 63, 64. Overall, you'd say this pay-per-view was a pretty big success. I've got to really believe that. I think we did pretty well. Pretty well. So look some of the chat. Cena and Ray versus Edge and Christian. I think we're going to go Big Show and Ray. Would it make more sense for Beth to be the one turning face, turning her back on someone is more of a heel thing? She didn't turn it. She was sick. Basically, Beth Phoenix was forcing her to attack Eve. She was telling her, help me attack Eve. Help me beat up Eve. And Natalya said, no, I'm done. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of attacking people. I'm sick of beating up people. You know, and of course, Beth has been holding Natalya down deliberately. She has not been giving her opportunities for the championship. She's been by her side the entire time. So it's more of a face turn than a heel turn. Change Triple H picture. I will do it off stream. I can't believe you consider have Punk and Steve main event. That was never going to main event, no. Well, it could have, but I don't know. Gregory, if you keep spamming to change his picture, I'm going to have to time you out because it's annoying. Let's have a look. What do we got going on for Jericho? Not a hell of a lot. He's got nothing for Mania as well. That's been annoying. A few of my top guys missing out. Batista. I think Jericho could go on the ladder match for the US title. Maybe Batista as well. We might stack that ladder match for the US title with some of those names. Anything else to really check out? I mean, let's have a look. Let's end some of these storylines. So 84 was the overall heat for Punk and Michaels, which is surprising because you can see 100, 100, 100, 90. You know, it really was better than that. I guess maybe we missed a couple weeks of storytelling, and maybe dragged it down. But so we'll restart that because it is basically a new feud anyway. We're done with that one, and we could cheat and kind of start that, but we might start fresh. And that, and this. So a lot of storylines got to end here. So we're basically starting fresh and kind of just going in the direction for WrestleMania. And yeah, so we'll end that one. And that. So yeah, we're down to 4. It's 4 storylines at the moment. And even these 2 here, these Raw ones, they could go. Yeah, they could probably go. We might do one more match between Machine Guns and Hart Dynasty. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. It's certainly going to be interesting going forward. So we will probably stream this playthrough again on Saturday morning / afternoon, our usual time slot. And that'll be the official road to WrestleMania. And then on Sunday, we will have WrestleMania. Now, potentially, same time tomorrow, this current time, I may do another stream and I might start my WWE 2018 series. I might start that. I'm not sure. But I'll let you guys know. With that being said, we've done our 2.5 hours, and I'm ready to go and do something else. Like start my day, I suppose. Silky, thank you very much, man, for the new chair fund. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I hope you have a good day, Silky. Enjoy your night. Enjoy your night, everyone. I hope you enjoy the stream, and we'll see you all. Well, I don't know when I'll see you next, but I'll see you sometime soon.